Musina is pretty busy ahead of Christmas. Getting to the Beitbridge border post has become time-consuming as the traffic queue stretches for kilometres. Now, some drivers are even leaving their vehicles in traffic because the line is barely moving. Our reporter Siphamandla Goge is following this one for us. He joins us live. So you've been stuck in traffic for hours. You must be so frustrated. What are drivers saying about their road experience?
Well, they are equally frustrated, and I can tell you that their frustration will continue for days to come because the queue that you are seeing behind me is not moving at all. We took some time and we were stuck near Musina. This traffic that you are seeing now, which my colleague Dewoho is showing you, is backed up all the way to Musina. So we are about a kilometre away now to Beitbridge border between South Africa and Zimbabwe, and I can tell you that many drivers say they've been stuck here for 3 days to 4 days, and it's going to continue that way because this traffic is on standstill. It's not moving. Buses, cars, trucks, and all other modes of public transport that you can think of, all of them are stuck here, and you can see a number of people. They are frustrated walking up and down, and what makes this more confusing to road users is that they claim that they don't know what's happening, but we understand that some of the reason which is partly responsible for this long queue and the delays that you are seeing here has to do with the COVID-19 screening at the border. So no cars are coming out of Zimbabwe to South Africa. Since we arrived here, we haven't seen cars leaving Zimbabwe coming to South Africa. Those cars that are leaving South Africa to Zimbabwe are stuck, as you can see. But listen to some of the people that we spoke to explaining their frustration.
I was here most of 4 days back. Still queue is not moving, it's not moving, total is not moving. I don't know what's going on, what happened in front there. We are struggling a lot.
I've got 2 days now here. And from Joburg going to Zimbabwe, it's only 1 day, but I've got 2 days. And I'm going to work next week. And that week I'm going to spend the week still on the way. So, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe to go back because next week I'll be at work.
I see you are seeking shelter here. It's hot, but there is no water here, no food, no ablution facilities. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, it's very miserable because you see we are in the bush. No water, no electricity. You see, no shops.
Lapha siyasokola sibuye sivele Cape Town sifika apha izolo ngo-6 o'clock. Lapha akula manzi okusela, akula ukutya, ilanga njalo ebhoda abasicelelanga ukuthi inkinga yintoni ukuthi sibe lapha and asazi ukuthi sizohamba nini.
Geez, I tell you, I'd lose my mind if that was happening to me. So any word from industry about the situation?
Well, they've basically slammed what is happening here, saying it's not something new. It happens almost every year. But this year things are different with COVID-19, but that's not an excuse. Our viewers would recall that now and again we do report on storing of this border and the traffic chaos that is always here. So they say this is not surprising. At least there should have been some considerations and measures put in place to deal with this chaos which was expected. And let's listen to one of them from the Federation of East and South Africa Road Transport explaining.
This time of the year is a natural thing. It happens every year, and they don't take any action to try and prevent it from happening. At night, there's no traffic control. So what happens is that your buses, your taxis, your travellers and the trucks are vying for position to get to the border post. And this is why you end up with 3-4 lanes deep going right back to the town of Musina. And they don't plan for this. And we've said so many times authorities must have 24-hour traffic control, but it doesn't happen. So this is why these things happen. The other situation is that on the southbound, coming from Zimbabwe to South Africa, on the 1st or the 3rd of December, they announced that all drivers would have to be antigen tested for COVID-19. Now, this created a huge problem because they only had one testing station, and at that same point, Zimbabwe announced that they were opening the borders for travellers and passengers, bus passengers. So you had this enormous amount of traffic now coming south, and COVID testing, and only one testing station for everyone. So that was the start of the problem on the Zimbabwe side.
Yeah, I really hope they have good playlists to get through that long time there.